How are you all? I hope you all are keeping fine. Am I right? So today once again I am here to teach lesson 10. Okay, what is heading of the lesson is communication. What do you understand by communication? Anybody know the meaning of communication? So the meaning of communication is to communicate with the people, means have talk with the people, exchange our ideas and thoughts to the people. That is called communication. As we are social being, we cannot be alone. We need to communicate with the people. So we cannot live alone in the society or cannot lock ourselves inside a room and sit alone. So we need to communicate with our family member, our friends and other people, those who are around us. So the purpose of this lesson is what are the things we are going to learn? The different forms of communication, mass communication and its uses, technologies used for mass communication. Okay, so nowadays we see so many means of communications are there. People can communicate easily with the other people. But in older days, what were the means of communication? When we have already studied in the previous lesson, 9th lesson, there was not much development of the means of transports also. On those days, how the people might have communicated with the other people, we can think about it. How difficult it would have been to communicate with the people, to go from one place to another also, and to communicate the other people, those who are far away from them. How they might have communicated. What do you think? What were the means of communication on those days? So I think that they might have used the animals, and the people might have been there to take the message from one place to another, particular people. In this lesson we will see how the development of the means of communication helped the people to communicate easily. Okay, how people they have developed and what were the difficulties they have faced and what were the means of communication in the olden days, all that we will see, and how the present technology has helped to develop. So please take out your book and lesson 10 and keep your pencil ready with you. Wherever I ask you to underline, please underline. Okay? So in the beginning itself I said that what is the meaning of communication. In the first line also it is given what is the meaning of communication. Okay, here I read the lesson. Please pay attention. Wherever I ask you to underline, you have to underline. Communication is the exchange of information, ideas between people. Okay, so animals, they don't need any means of communication. We the human beings need to communicate with the people. What do we communicate? Our ideas and information, what we know. We communicate when we talk to our friends. So sometimes we feel like to talk to our friends and express our feelings or ideas, what do we think, either face to face or over the telephone. So sometimes we feel like to sit with a friend and speak whatever we feel or what we think about it. Sometimes we feel like to talk face to face. Sometimes we call them through the telephone. So all these are means of communication. So there are other means of communications are also. How do we communicate? Okay, We communicate when we write a letter. Maybe before 10 to 15 years, people used to write the letter, send an email. All these people used to communicate, and still some people are using this means of communication. News, advertisement and other programs on the radio or television are the also forms of communication. So all these are also the means of communication. First of all, you underline what is communication. What is the meaning of communication? Communication is the exchange of information or ideas between the people. So radio, television, all these are also the means of communication. So in the television we see the news or other things and we get information, and through radio we can only listen. All the living things communicate with each other. So not only the human beings, but all the living things need to communicate, or they communicate with each other. For example, a dog wants another dog not to come close by growling and snarling. So when dog doesn't want to come close other dog, they are groaning. They make one kind of noise that is called as growling. And snarling means some people when they get angry, that time they show their teeth. That is called snaring. So underline this one and find the meaning in the dictionary. Early human used to communicate using signs. So very early days, people they did not know the language. They did not have the language, but they used to communicate with one another with the sign language, just like other animals. So when evolution was taking place, people they did not have the same type of language. So they used to communicate with the sign language. Because of their superior intelligence for human beings, they were able to develop language and then writing to communicate. This has enabled us to communicate with each other. So slowly, human being is the supreme creature of God. So slowly the people used their mind and they started to find the language. And this helped to communicate with one another very easily. Earlier messages were sent over long distance through pigeons or horse. So pigeons they used to keep, and through that pigeon they used to send the letter to a particular place. So those days, olden days, the kings, how they were communicating with each other. Suppose one king wanted to send some message to another king. There were horsemen. So the people used to travel with the horse and they have to give the message to the other king. Suppose that king also wanted to send the message to this particular king. That king also can send the message. So those days they were having this type of means of communication. But nowadays we don't have like that. Later the postal services made the task of sending messages much easier. So slowly people thought of it, which means of communication can be used easily. So the post. We have the post office. Na? Why do we have post office? To send the messages or letter to other people. Through this, people they started to send the message through the postal service. Long distance communication was revolutionized by the invention of the telephone in 1876. Suppose we are in Damoh and we want to communicate any other place. like Delhi or Mumbai. So they have revolution, means slowly they developed the distance communication, that is called telephone in 1876. Telephone lines are also used to send written messages through fax or and email. So through the wire they used to send the written messages also through the fax or email. Nowadays this fax also is not there. Email is there, telephone is there. They used to send the pigeons, they used to tie the letter in the leg of the pigeon, and pigeon used to take to a particular place where they supposed to send the message. Then here you see how the earlier written communication. This is another, you cannot read it. Okay. So there are two type of means communication: mass communication and individual communication. Mass communication means at a time we can communicate with so many people, that is called mass communication. I will explain you later what are the means of mass communication. And individual means we can communicate with two persons or more than 2-3 persons, not so many people, that is called as individual. We often want to communicate with our friends or relatives. Let us see how many different methods of communication can be used to communicate with our friends and relatives. So first one is letter. We can send a letter through the post office or courier. Nowadays there is a courier service also there, which is fastest means of postal service. Then second one is television. Telephone. Telephone, we know what is telephone. We can talk to any person over a telephone. If we have the particular number of that person, then we can talk to that person personally. The telephone is the fastest and the most convenient means of sending spoken messages. So directly we can, then and there we can communicate with the person through the help of the telephone. It was invented in 1876. When was it invented? Please underline. Telephone was invented in 1876 by Alexander Graham Bell. So who invented the telephone? Alexander Graham Bell. We can talk to anyone in another city in India using the STD. What is the full form of STD? Subscriber trunk dialing facility, and to anyone in other country using the ISD, International Subscriber Dialing Facility. Next is mobile telephone or cell phone. So nowadays it is very famous, whole world cell phone. Can be carried along wherever we go. So telephone there is a wire, but cell phone we don't have wire. So wherever we want to carry, we can carry very easily. Can be carried along wherever we go. We can send short messages through our mobile phone using the short messaging service, SMS. Okay, so nowadays people mostly use the SMS to send the messages to another people. The next is fax. We can send a copy of a document connecting written matter, printed matter or pictures through a fax machine connected to a telephone line. So this fax was used once upon a time so much. Nowadays people they don't use much. The copy of the document reaches the receiver instantly. So Written message, suppose we want to send, means we used to send through the fax. Next is email. We can send a message through electronic mail or email. So what is the full form of email? Electronic mail. Using a computer with an internet connection. So if there is an internet connection, we can send the written message through the computer, but there should be the internet connection. Receiver anywhere in the world in a short time. So this email also can be sent or received in a short time. Now a smartphone. Or you all are familiar with the smartphone. Nowadays you are having the class through only the smartphone. Am I right? Smartphone can be used to make phone calls, share music, files and photographs, and to receive and send emails. All these things the smartphone is doing now. Like computer it is. Video calls. Video calls allow people to see each other while talking. Services such as Skype that allow us to video chat for free have become popular these days. So if you want to see the person and that person is very far away from us, then we can call video call or Skype, then we can communicate with person directly and we can see the face of the person and we can have chat. So all these are the individual communication. Am I right? So first is here letter, telephone, and who invented the telephone? Alexander Graham Bell, and the person is within the country, we can use the STD, and if the person is out of the country, then we can use the IST. Then comes the fax machine. Okay, then next email, then smartphone. All these are the individual means of communication. Understood? So you will write, this is only your homework of today. You will write what are the means of individual means of communication, means whom we want, particular persons only we can communicate, not with so many people. That is called as individual means of communication. So you will write the means of communication, the individual means of communication in the rough notebook. Okay, so for today this much. The next class we will see the mass communication. So I hope already you might have written the question answers of lesson 9. I hope you all are completing your work also, and I also told you to paste after writing. After finishing the notes, I told you to paste the pictures of the means of transports. So you might have done that also. Please children, you do your work and complete it. Plus another homework is you will read this lesson. Okay, you are reading this lesson till the individual means of communication. Okay, so bye, take care. Thank you.